Hello and welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl as we continue our faction focus of the Empire of Man for Warhammer the Old World. We're now going to take a look at the magic items split into two parts. This is going to be part one. So let's take a look and see what magic items the Empire has in its list. So first up is the Rune Fang. So strength is as the user, AP of -2, magical attacks, strikes first and always wounds on 2+. This is a beast of a weapon. It's a great magic weapon, but it is crazy expensive. You know, it's probably only worth it if it's on a fully equipped melee lord on an Imperial Griffin or something like that. It's an amazing weapon, but for my word, it is very expensive. Then you've got the Mace of Hellstorm. Now this has two profiles. You can use it single-handed, which is strength as the user, the AP of -, and magical attacks. But you can also use it two-handed, which gives you a strength of 10, an AP of -5, and multiple wounds D6. Now that's going to wreck some monsters. It does require two hands, and if you do use it two-handed, you can only make one attack. However, it's nice to have the choice of attack. It does allow more target flexibility, and it's a more reasonable points cost than the Rune Fang, though of course the Rune Fang still is a better weapon. Next up is the Sword of Justice. Strength is as the user, it's AP -1, it has magical attacks, it's Armor Bane 1 with multiple wounds of 2. You re-roll failed wound rolls, so you know this is a reasonable weapon. But most times benefit from being paired with that potion of strength, because you know you've got this weak aspect of Empire characters, which is normally their strength as the user. If you took a potion of strength with this and you are up against something that does have a high toughness, then you can really get the most out of this weapon. You also have the Dragon Bow. The Dragon Bow is a 36-inch range weapon. It has strength of 6 and an AP of -2. It's got magical attacks and a multiple wounds 2. Can only be used by commanders of the Empire, so that's generals and captains. So it's the only ranged magic weapon, and the characters is very limited. And those characters generally are the ones that want to be in melee. So you have to come to this with a very specific build in mind, very specific role within the army list to get the most from it. Unlike most magic weapons, which is, you know, swords and whatever, used in combat, go in, you know, smash away. The Dragon Bow in this type of army, with the characters going to use it, you've got to really think about what you're doing with that character and how you're going to use them. So on to the magic armor. You've got two options here, which is the Armor of Fortune, which is heavy armor 5+. It gives you a 6+ ward save, immune to killing blow, which is really nice. I really like this magic armor for the points, and it can be combined with a shield and barding as well to improve the save further. You know, that would get you down to, you know, a 3+ armor save, 6+ ward save, and immune to killing blow. So yeah, I think that's a really good item. You've got the Armor of Tarnus. Now this is 6+ light armor. It can be worn by a wizard and he can still cast. You've got a 5+ ward save. So it's okay value for the points. But to be honest, I prefer to spend points on buffing the wizard's ability to cast spells and keep them safe in a unit. So often I can't really see the main benefit of this particular magic item. Like I say, I want to spend my points on Dispel Scroll, Power Scroll, Familiar, something like that, where you're boosting the wizard's ability. It's why you're taking him, and then you keep them safe by sticking them away in a unit. Always vulnerable to getting sniped out, but a 6+ armor save, 5+ ward save isn't necessarily going to save them. Next up are the talismans. There are two talismans available. So you've got the White Cloak. 5+ ward save, 3+ ward save against flaming attacks. So the flaming attacks ward save, that's situational. The chances of you getting hit by a flaming attack pretty low overall. You know, it's 5 points cheaper than the Armor of Tarnus. It doesn't count as armor. So this would be a better option for a wizard if you were really wanting to invest in protection. But personally, I prefer to use this on characters that are likely to be up front in melee if I was going to use it. Though overall, I mean, I think there are potentially better options out there. Jade Amulet, it makes you immune to killing blow. I say that's just great for characters. It's a great item, especially for those in the frontline melee. You know, they're potentially likely to end up in a duel if you're getting challenged to a duel by an enemy character. That means he's probably pretty tooled out for melee combat and character killing. So being immune to killing blow, there's a good chance that a lot of those characters will have that killing blow. And it's relatively cheap in terms of points. You know, for 20 points more, you can get the Armor of Fortune, which is going to give you the 5+ armor save and 6+ ward save as well. So it depends on how many points you've got available, or if you've already used the Armor of Fortune on someone, then you can use a Jade Amulet. For 20 points more, I quite like the Armor of Fortune, getting that 5+ armor save, 6+ ward save as well. So something to consider. Right, that brings us to the end of part 1 for the magic items. The Empire overall quite limited compared to some of the other factions in magic items, but don't forget there are plenty of them in the main rulebook, and we did already cover those in our main rulebook review. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comments down below. And as always, if you want to continue seeing the content, please hit that subscribe button. It's free for you to do. It's a big deal for me, so thank you for that in advance. Thank you to those that have already hit that subscribe button. You've been watching The Ghost Style. Tune back in as we go to look at Magic Items Part 2.